I never thought owning a quiet little lake cabin would turn into a full-blown war with the HOA. My wife and I bought the place years ago as a retreat from the chaos of city life. It was peaceful until the HOA president, better known around here as Karen, decided her son deserved our cabin more than we did. It started with little hints. One afternoon, her son strutted up my porch and said, "This cabin would be perfect for me. I'll take it off your hands." I thought he was joking, but when I told him it wasn't for sale, he smirked and muttered, "My mom can make it happen." That was my first red flag. A week later, the HOA sent me a notice claiming that my cabin violated lakefront rules that didn't even exist. It was obvious they were trying to pressure us into giving up the property. When we ignored their threats, things escalated. Karen herself came storming onto my dock one morning, waving papers in the air. "This cabin isn't yours anymore," she barked. "You'll either sell it to my son, or we'll have the sheriff remove you." That's when the real twist began. Because what Karen didn't know is that my wife and I both work in federal operations. We're not undercover spies or anything glamorous like the movies, but we handle sensitive government projects that give us a direct line to certain authorities. So when Karen actually called the cops and claimed we were squatters in our own cabin, the officers who showed up recognized us immediately. "Commander?" "Ma'am," the lead officer said, freezing mid-step when he saw my wife. The HOA member standing behind Karen went pale. Suddenly, the smug smiles vanished. Karen, however, still hadn't caught on. She puffed up her chest and shouted, "Arrest them!" The officer turned slowly to her. "Ma'am, do you realize who you're talking to?" His tone carried the kind of weight that silences an entire crowd. Karen's son stammered, "W8? What do you mean?" The officer explained without giving details that we were federal employees working under classified authority, and that interfering with us carried serious consequences. Within seconds, Karen's attitude collapsed. She tried to backpedal, saying it was just a misunderstanding. But the damage was done. The HOA was fined for harassment. Her son was banned from HOA meetings, and Karen herself was removed as president. My wife and I still sit on that dock, enjoying the sunset, knowing our cabin is safe. Karen and her son, they don't even make eye contact anymore, sometimes. Justice comes with just a few words and the right connections. Asterisk for more interesting and heart-touching stories. Hit the subscribe button now.